The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
On two, ready?
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd down, here's Mostert again, and he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards of carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Play action. Now it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. Only a yard of the completion. It's second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive. This is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory. But I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want. And they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, That's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
What's going on, guys?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1.
Let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
To try again after the sack. Burrow, they'll set up the screen here to Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off formally.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
on one. Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
He will find his man Chase complete. On the move past the 40. Still going. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They didn't wait much time on the clock either. Well done. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. He's got the first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Nice progress down the field. Was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Deliver and accept it. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
11 MP, hey! 11 coming.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. They'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
But they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They're going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point of... Taking a 3-score lead. Sanders on for the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Brandon Jones picking it off. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it